satisfied think about tonight's victory with Portland?
I thought we played, good offensively. I thought, we really read the defense and made the right plays. Having 29 assists against his team with, Chauncey got his team playing hard. They're picking up full court. They're pressuring. And for us to be able to handle their pressure, getting out of only 14 turnovers, 29 assists, that was good for us. And just seeing Norm in a rhythm, that was good. And so just offensively, I thought we did some good things. I thought defensively we had some breakdowns. And, we're playing good offense. You just can't let it dictate your defense and just let your guards down. I thought tonight we wasn't really good defensively.
James moved into 18th and 17th all-time in scoring tonight.
Both?
Yeah, he passed Paul Pierce for 17th. With the history of this franchise and where Steve has been taking things, what does it mean to have not just a player like James, but all the legends that you guys have had in recent years reaching big milestones like this and making NBA history in the Clippers jersey?
No, it means a lot. Anytime you can, reach those kind of milestones in this organization, is huge. And so we've been fortunate to have a lot of great players come through here, and James is one of them. So just very happy for him, and he's always going to continue to move up the board.
Hey, Coach, just speaking about James, can you just talk about his impact of just making guys better and his ability to just like make guys play harder like Zubac? He's been able to play better this season.
Yeah, James has done his whole career. Started in Houston. OKC was a little different role, but just making guys better. Every single night. And Zoo was already progressing, but I think taking that next step of getting a guy who can play pick and roll and make plays for him really has made it easier for Zoo, along with our other guys as well. And then, when you have a guy that can get to the basket, score the ball, and when you get him in ISO situations, team got to fire and double team, allows other guys to be able to get shots as well. And so he's just been great for us, man. And so just happy for our guys, happy for our team to continue to keep, competing every single night, laying on the line for each other. And this is the results you get when you do that.
Ty, last season Amir took a jump with his three-point shooting. He's taken another massive leap this season. Kind of what have you seen out of him and his development over the years that he's been under you, and kind of the trust that you've grown to have in him to play a multitude of roles under you?
Yeah, just putting the work in, every single day. Him and Jeremy Castleberry's putting the work in every day. Just getting better with three-point shooting. And, when Kawhi and PG was out that year, he was more like our point guard. Like, we ran a lot of stuff, running off the dribble to create plays for other guys. And, when PG and Kawhi came back, adding James and Russ, then we needed to just be able to make open shots, and so he's worked on that and gotten better, and he's taking those shots with confidence.
Coach, what is it? Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, Coach.
Oh, okay.
What does it say about Norm, whether it's sort of the work ethic, the professionalism, the mindset that he's able to come back from injury and seem better, or certainly as good as he was right before?
Yeah, just the work he puts in. You said it. He's a hard-working guy, and just finally, happy to see that his work is, when people can see his work finally starting to pay off. Being a starter, scoring the basketball like he's doing, getting the kind of attention that he's getting, is great to see, because he puts the work in every single day. He's wanted to prove people that he's a starter, he can play that role, and so I'm just happy that he's finally had this opportunity, he's taking advantage of it.
Ty, this whole season you guys have handled business on the team you're supposed to be, except for the first time against the Blazers, and tonight you beat them by 22 points. What does it say for you as a coach that your team can respond like that in a game that they should win?
I don't know what that means, but I don't know what we should win. We should play hard every night, and we should play the right way offensively. Those are the only shoulds. This league is tough. A lot of good players, and on any given night, anybody can be beat. And so, as far as saying guys should win games because of records, it really doesn't go like that. I wish it was that easy, but other teams are good. They play hard. They can, have great offensive nights. We can shoot the ball back. You never know, And so, my whole thing is we should play hard every night, and we should play the right way.
You say you weren't happy with the defense overall, but third quarter you did allow only 20 points, and that allowed you separation to pull away.
Yeah.
What didn't you like throughout the game, and what worked in that third quarter?
just coming out in that third quarter, the second half, JVG showed a few clips on the screen and just showing the things we had to adjust to and do differently, which we came out in the third quarter and we did that. But I mean, I wouldn't say our defense was bad. Just we had some things that we were talked about, in shooting around that we didn't do, that we didn't necessarily pay attention to detail on. So that's my biggest thing. I mean, we played a solid defensive game, but it wasn't our best.
Congrats on the wins, Cole. I have a question about James. So he's one of the best offensive players, scoring and assisting the ball, but his durability is even more impressive. What do you think the secret is with James Harden, how he's able to play every single game and play at a high level?
To have that mindset that you want to play every night, and he's done it for years, and so even we want to sit him down when we have 4 and 5 nights, and he doesn't want to do it, and so I don't know, just the work he puts in every single day, working on his body, working on his game, to condition himself and to condition his mind to be able to, try to play every night, and that's what he does.
Coach, just how important, you won't see it on the stat sheet, but just the energy that Chris Dunn gives you guys, just hounding, the ball handlers, what type of energy shift does he give to players when he's playing the way that he is?
Great energy. I think, like I said, his energy is infectious, and just the way he plays. And he said he wanted to be on a defensive team this year, and he definitely deserves it, as of right now. The way he's playing, doesn't care about shot attempts. He just cares about guarding the best player, getting stops, getting deflections, getting steals, and he brings that energy for us every single night.
Last one. I was wondering if you had a chance to talk to Terrence, and how do you think?
I didn't see him, and I don't know. He must have been gone. I mean, not gone, but doing what he had to do. So I didn't get a chance to see him.
How do you think his finger injury, however long is that? How does that kind of impact your rotation? What he brings to you guys off the bench?
It definitely impacts our team. So tomorrow will be our first look at it. Without him, but the energy that T-Man brings, and since coming off the bench, he's really been playing well. And so just after having the game he had last game, and then for this to happen, it's not good timing. So just pray and hopefully, thankfully, he can be back sooner than later. That's the only thing. So I'm not quite sure.
And then with Norm, obviously still limited, obviously back to back. Do you anticipate him playing, and how long do you think he'll kind of be limited to this 25 minutes a game?
I'm not sure.
You think he'll play tomorrow?
I'm not sure yet. I hope he does, but I'm not sure. Shit. I hope he does.
Tuesday, yes.
Thank you. That wasn't a question, it was a statement, so I let it slide.
Norm, how have you been able to be in such great rhythm in your first couple games back after missing that much time?
Just working, just staying with it, doing the controlled workouts, just staying ready. That's really it.
Norm, how does James's leadership this season compare to last, and what impact has it had on the group?
It's been great. I mean, he's been vocal. He's been active. I mean, even dating back to the summer, coming back early, working with the guys, even like doing the conditioning, things like that. A lot of vets don't do that in the summer. They do their own thing. But being in the gym with the young guys, going over plays, the defense, talking to him on what he sees, and just throughout the course of the season early on, doing the same thing, talking to him, encouraging everybody, and then getting the work in, leading by example as well. It's the third one.
It's the third question. I'm not asking about you, Norm. I'm asking about Jordan Miller. What have you seen from him? You got a chance to actually get on the floor with him and that rest of the starters. Like, what do you feel like he's doing that's helping you out right now?
Being aggressive, man. I'm always talking to him, letting him know when I see something, especially when I was out. And he started getting more minutes, letting them know, passing up shots and things like that. Being okay with taking, certain shots that we need to generate. And he's a great three-point shooter. He's a great guy that can get to the paint, finish, draw fouls, so he can move the scoreboard really well. So he's been tremendous, taking everything in, being a sponge, talking to me, talking to James, talking to the coaches, and putting the work in and just going out there and playing with confidence. I'm always talking to him on what I see, and he's just been a great young dude, and love to see him successful out there on the floor. and I tell him to shoot more threes. He only got one up today, so I'm gonna talk to him about it tomorrow. But he's a great young dude that is taking advantage of his opportunity.
Appreciate it, man.
Oh, I was just kidding, but all right, cool.
No, what? Can you just talk about the chemistry of the team real quick?
The chemistry.
How y'all been able to come together so fast?
The chemistry's been good. Like I said, I think the summer work has really carried over. Starting back from summer league, guys coming in, the new guys especially, putting their faces out there, talking to everybody. I think just from there it's been carried over. Like James said last game, just how we communicate and interact with each other off the court, on the court. On the road trips, on the plane, there was a lot of joking, laughing, and that's bonding. That's building. So when you get on the court, nobody has an ego. Everybody's coachable from top to bottom. If James gives up something, I'm talking to him. KD's talking to him. If I'm in the wrong, I'm having an open ear so we can all be better. We got a goal in mind, and it's going to take everybody helping one another when there's lapses. It's a long season. Everybody's going to be great every game, but it's all about picking that next man up, and everybody from the coaches, from the players, from the organization front office, doing a great job of pulling everybody along. Oh, yeah.
Question for Norm, too.
This is it. All right.
So Norm, congrats on the win, bro. So
Thank you.
23 points per game at almost a 50% clip. The work is showing that you've been doing this off season. So can you kind of give a glimpse of what you've really been focusing on, the two things this off season, of why you are where you are and why you're dominating on the team right now, leading them in scoring?
The biggest thing is just a mentality and an approach night in, night out. My work hasn't changed since I came into the league and before. Getting my 3-a-day workouts in 5 days a week, sometimes 6. I feel like I'm repeating that. But just really the mentality, the approach, and to stepping into this role and being ready for the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows, teams leaning on me to go out there and play. I've been a student for the last 10 seasons, watching the guys in front of me, being a sponge, talking to them and what they see, and just having carryover and stepping into the role and being prepared for it. I told Elle, I'm ready. I'm ready for this opportunity, and ride with me. I'm gonna be here from the ups and downs. I lay it all on the line, and I think that's what's helping, being in the moment and just playing basketball. All right, now that's the last one.
One more.
I'm out.
Jordan, it's another solid game for you, obviously playing. I think you were the first one off the bench today. Where's that confidence level at for you right now? Getting more and more rotation minutes, bigger minutes, key guys?
Yeah, it's definitely going in the right direction. Tonight I wanted to be a lot better defensively. That's the whole thing with me, just being, aggressive and solid defensively. And this just comes with experience, right? Like, for me, I did 5 years of college, not to go way back, but at that moment in my career, like, I kind of knew what to expect. And now, this kind of technically being my first season in the actual NBA, just getting used to, like, what offenses teams run and stuff like that, so I can kind of predict what's coming versus just being reactive. So, experience is just going to help, and that comes with just playing. So I'm happy, I'm not satisfied, and just trying to build on it.
That's something you said to us similar to Summer League, where you said you had a goal of a guaranteed contract and not satisfied. From there to now, how have you processed the ramp up in your role and just critical you've been to this team so far?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really had time to process it, right? But again, it just kind of comes back to, everybody playing any professional sport, right? When you're not playing and you're new, you never know when your number's going to be called. So the work I do outside of games just prepares me for moments like this, and I try to build on it. We don't have necessarily a complete healthy team. So, that's just more opportunity for me. And, I'm just trying to, make it hard for when everybody's healthy to keep me off the floor.
Jordan, in the preseason, after one of these preseason games, you talked about how sometimes it is frustrating when you're, buried in the rotation and when you're not getting the minutes. I know how much work you put in and, over the G League years, now that you're getting the opportunity, what is that feeling like now that you're a part of the rotation, you're playing with the guys? Obviously this team's very fun, chemistry is very good. How much fun are you having right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a lifelong dream for me to play in the NBA, right? And last year in the G League, not that it's not the NBA, it's just a different game. So to actually be able to, suit up with the big team every night. I played one game in the G League so far, so it's been like a complete 360 for me. This time last year, I was with Ontario. But, it's just nice having guys who did it and done it before. Norm's won a championship. James been in the league a long time. Nico's been in the league a long time. Like having those guys for whenever I have questions, and I even asked Kawhi a question tonight, and he helped me out. You know what I'm saying? So like having those sources next to me is just I couldn't be more blessed or happier. It really helps cushion all the new that's coming to me, and it helps me feel normal and like one of the guys.
Hey, can you just elaborate more on just what it means to you to have guys like Norm? Like he had mentioned, like you only took 1 3 today. Now you got to get on you. You want to take more. So what does that mean to you to have guys that instill that in you to take shots?
Yeah, I mean it's definitely comforting, and it gives me a lot of confidence when the veteran guys want me to do more and show more. But like I kind of mentioned, it's nice to have guys who obviously care about how you do and how the team's doing, but also like pushing me, and like James is my favorite player growing up, and for him to just say stuff to me and give me advice and tell me what I could do better is like real like 360 crazy moment. So I think all the veteran guys have been good with just giving the young guys advice whenever we need it, or if we have questions they answer it. So just looking to keep building on that.
Last one for your side. Jordan, your ability to stay grounded in the moment and not get too far ahead of yourself and kind of continue the work that you've been doing, where does that originate? Where does that come from for you? Where does that mindset, where was that established?
Yeah, I mean, probably just early on in my basketball career, just the drive to want to be the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't play this game to not be the best to ever do it, whether that happens or it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? That's the end goal. And every opportunity I get to be better and to get better, I try to capitalize on it. Off-season work, never take it for granted. Just try to come back and add more to the bag each time. Again, just hungry to be the best. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, Jordan.
Cool. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
See you tomorrow. Cool.